going to transform so much over the next few years to talk about what it ought to be like. So I think it's a little different side. It's going to And, there's something really appropriate about having this discussion right here in the brewery, so I think that's a good way to kick off the conversation. I hope you all have a drink in hand. I want to also just thank you all for, not just for being, but for doing what you do. I give a lot more quotes, it seems like, to the newspapers and the press these days than I used to before I was the mayor. And one of the things I always like to say is the city of Bellevue's got really great bone structure, because I do a lot of my work in transportation and infrastructure and this sort of thing. But what makes it be a place, a community, is arts and culture. And that's where we're coming into our own, but we need to do more. And so I'm really, really excited about having conversations like this and talking about how we can do that, how the city can help, how you all can help, how the private sector can help, and it takes all of us. So I was asked to say a few words about the city's vision for Bel-Red and what our plans are. As you get started off in your discussion, you can see there's a map up here of what we consider to be the Bel-Red area. Some interesting visuals of the Spring District. So in the mid-2000s, we were having discussions about what was going on here in the Bel-Red District. And we saw some degradation going on, some big businesses going to some stagnation happening, and we also knew that the light rail planning was happening, and that was going to be coming really soon. And so it seemed like a great time to take up, and boy did we ever, we probably spent about $1 million on a planning study to think about what could the future of Bel-Red be. So we pulled together a steering committee, we did studies, we developed a vision, land use policies, and zoning, and we adopted all of that over a period of several years so that the Bel-Red would have a strong framework in place. And the idea of it is that it would be a lot of different uses together centered around the light rail stations so that people could come in. We call them nodes. Or I call them nodes now because I hung around planners too long. Planners call them nodes. And so, see, Mike's laughing. So we'll have businesses, but also live workspaces is the idea, and places where people can afford to live. We have some policies around affordable housing. Open space is required, and there's also going to be open stream beds. We've bought some land here ourselves so that we can help kickstart the open space. And then the plans for the Spring District are just, you'll see it start to come alive really, really soon. That growth is already starting. They've broken ground on their major office and residential development. Eastside Light Rail now is at almost 90% design. Construction is going to start in the next couple of years. I mean, it's funny, we've been working on this for so long, it seems like it's coming very quickly now. And there'll be 2 stations right here in Bel-Red, and the Eastside Art Program has already picked an artist for the station at 130th. So you're going to start seeing art. The 1% for Art project at the program at Sound Transit will put up to $750,000 into this entire line through Bellevue. And so we're going to see a lot of investment in art at the stations. You're also going to see a lot of road construction over the next several years if you haven't started to see that already. So as I told my son last week when we were going to visit Grandma, I have to pack and be patient. But it's all going to be worth it in the end. So the long-range future for Bel-Red, we see it developing its own really distinct identity. It's going to be different from downtown. It's going to be different from the other major commercial areas like Bel-Red. It's going to really tie into the overlake planning that's happening in Redmond, and we have people from Overlake because, as I was saying earlier tonight, Bel-Red and Overlake together are kind of one of those areas where unless you have a business reason to care, you wouldn't know which city you're in from time to time. It just kind of all crosses over, but the plans are different, and we need to make sure they work together. We see it going to play a really important role in Bellevue and the Puget Sound area. This is going to be a place where people want to be. This is a place where businesses want to be. It's going to be a place where we hope schools and educational institutions want to be, and a place where we really, really, really hope that you all still want to be and can really thrive and be part of the community. So I already talked a little bit about the light rail. There's going to be transportation. There's going to be corridors, stream corridors, community facilities, and as I've been told, this is going to be our first official arts district. What does that mean? I don't know exactly, but I'm the mayor, so if I say it's official, I guess that makes it official. Done. So you have official arts district. Somebody write that
Yes, I got it. I'm going to hold you to it, too.
No, I want to be held to that. That's awesome. So the Bel-Red Arts District obviously is going to build on the strengths we have today. We already have arts here. It wasn't like we thought this up and said, blank slate, let's bring arts in. You all are here already. And so this is a place where art is going to be, imagined, learned, experimented, made, taught. Our laboratory is and Mary Pat writes lots of this stuff, so when I say good word for others. So the music studios, dance studios, school, and all the arts-friendly businesses we have here today are the foundation for the future, and we want to build on what we have here now. So the question is, how do we get there? It's a we, and there's questions around the room. I assume that we're going to help to answer those questions. But as a community, our voices together can help to guide what happens here. So I'm here along with members of the Arts Commission to listen, to share my ideas, but also mainly to hear from you all. And I hope that as you go forward, you'll consider us to be partners and that we will find ways to work together to make this into the place that I just know it's going to be. And so we're going to look back